The little boy's lips were trembling when he whispered, "They took my sister." No one on that cold Canadian evening was prepared for what happened next. It was early winter in a small town outside Edmonton. Snow clung to the sidewalks, and the sky was already turning dark even though it was barely 5 in the afternoon. 7-year-old Liam stood near a gas station, his thin jacket doing nothing against the freezing wind. His small hands were red from the cold. He had been crying, but now he was too scared to even sob loudly. Across the parking lot, a group of bikers stood beside their motorcycles. Heavy boots, leather jackets, loud engines. To most people, they looked intimidating. People avoided eye contact. Parents pulled their children closer. Liam didn't. He walked straight toward them. One of the bikers, a tall man with a gray beard named Marcus, noticed the boy first. Marcus had seen a lot in his 50 years. He was the kind of man people judged in a second, but never truly knew. When he saw the boy walking toward them alone, something in his chest tightened. The boy stopped in front of him, his voice barely louder than the wind. "They took my sister." The laughter among the bikers stopped immediately. Marcus bent down to Liam's level. "Who took her, buddy?" Liam swallowed hard. "Two men in a white van. At the park. I tried to stop them, but they pushed me." His voice cracked. The shame in his eyes hurt more than the cold. He believed he had failed her. Marcus felt something shift inside him. Years ago, he had lost his own daughter in a custody battle that tore his family apart. He knew what it meant to feel powerless. He knew what it meant to not protect someone you love. He didn't hesitate. "Which way did they go?" Marcus asked calmly, though his jaw was clenched. Liam pointed toward the highway. Within seconds, engines roared to life. 5 motorcycles thundered out of the gas station parking lot, snow spraying behind them. One biker stayed back with Liam, wrapping his own thick leather jacket around the boy's tiny shoulders and calling the police. The highway stretched long and icy under the dim Canadian sky. Traffic was light, but visibility was fading fast. Marcus and the others rode fast but controlled, scanning every vehicle ahead. Then one of them spotted it, a white van swerving slightly near the exit toward a wooded service road. "That's it," Marcus muttered into his helmet mic. They didn't wait. The bikers surrounded the van carefully, forcing it to slow without causing an accident. One rode ahead and blocked the lane. Another pulled up beside the driver's window, knocking hard and shouting for them to pull over. Inside the van, panic erupted. The driver tried to speed up, but winter roads are unforgiving. The van skidded slightly, losing control just enough for Marcus to pull in front and force a full stop near the shoulder. Before the men inside could react, the bikers were already off their motorcycles. The back doors of the van were locked. Marcus didn't waste time. He grabbed a tire iron from one of the bikes and smashed the rear window. One of the other bikers unlocked the door from inside. There she was, 8-year-old Sophie, Liam's sister, tied loosely but unharmed, tears streaming down her face. "It's okay," Marcus said softly as he cut the rope. "You're safe now." She threw her arms around him, sobbing into his jacket. Police sirens echoed in the distance, growing louder. The 2 men were pulled out and arrested within minutes. The officers looked at the bikers with a mix of surprise and respect. Back at the gas station, Liam was pacing nervously, the biker's oversized jacket almost swallowing him. When he saw the motorcycles returning, and his sister sitting safely in front of Marcus, he ran forward as fast as his little legs could carry him. "Sophie." She jumped off the bike and into his arms. The siblings clung to each other like they would never let go. Their mother arrived shortly after, tears pouring down her face as she hugged both her children. She kept thanking the bikers over and over, her voice breaking with every word. Most people in town had seen these bikers for years. They had judged them, crossed the street to avoid them, whispered about them. That night changed everything. News spread quickly across Alberta. The story of the little boy who whispered for help, and the bikers who didn't hesitate, touched hearts across Canada. Donations poured in for the biker group's community charity fund. The mayor publicly thanked them. Parents who once felt uneasy now waved when they rode by. But Marcus didn't care about the headlines. Later that night, after everything had quieted down, Liam walked up to him one more time. "Why did you help us?" the boy asked. Marcus looked at him for a long moment before answering. Because no child should ever feel alone, he said softly. Not in this country. Not anywhere. Liam nodded, as if he understood something far bigger than his years. In a world where people often look away, sometimes heroes wear leather jackets instead of capes. Sometimes they ride motorcycles instead of flying. And sometimes, all it takes to move them into action is the trembling whisper of a brave little boy who refused to give up on his sister. That winter evening could have ended in tragedy. Instead, it became a reminder to an entire nation that courage doesn't come from appearances, it comes from the heart. And in the freezing cold of a Canadian night, warmth was found in the most unexpected place.